everybody. It's Zakti Rowe. We're doing core strength for yoga today. Go ahead and get to your mat. And we'll start laying all the way down. Just take a nice roll all the way down if you're not already there. Start in your Shavasana, roll your shoulders back, palms face up towards the ceiling. Start to take deep inhales and long exhales. Just noticing your belly rise and fall. And try to take those inhales all the way down to your toes, all the way up to the crown of your head. And then exhale, sink into the mat. And next, full belly breath, reach your arms above your head. Just start to stretch it out. Reach your toes a little longer. Take that big breath. And exhale, exhale, exhale. Good. One more. Reach, reach, reach. Grow taller. Stay there as you exhale. And then start to walk the toes or the feet to the left side of your mat. And then walk the fingertips to the left side, creating a little banana shape. Maybe you cross the bottom or the right foot over the left, and then take a deep inhale once again into that right side of your body, feeling the belly fill up. And exhale, stay there as you exhale. And one more. And exhale, walk your feet over towards the right side. Walk your shoulders and your hands over towards the right. Maybe crossing the left foot over the right. Take a big inhale into the side of your body. Fill that belly up. Exhale. One more breath. Good. Walk your feet back in the center. Walk your shoulders back to the center. Bring those knees into your chest. Give yourself a couple rocks back and forth. Good. And then reach the left leg long. Right knee stays in towards your chest for your wind relieving pose. Maybe you take a couple circles on that right leg if it feels good. And just continue to take those long breaths and the long exhales, waking the body up. Good, and then we'll switch legs. So right leg long, left knee in towards your chest. Taking those circles, or maybe you try something different. And then straighten the left leg long. Bend both of the legs. Bring the feet close to the hips. And let's bring our hips all the way towards the right side of the mat as far as you can. And then bring the knees over towards the left side, coming into a spinal twist. Maybe walk your shoulders a little higher, lengthen your spine. Gaze towards the right arm, gaze towards the ceiling. Wherever you want to look, maybe you wrap the head back and forth. And then bring your hips back to the center, feet to the center. Hips go all the way towards the other side, all the way to the left side of the mat. Release the knees towards the right side. Bring the legs to tabletop, flex through your feet. Hands are onto your thighs. So you're going to press the hands to the thighs and the thighs towards the hands to create tension or fire in the belly. So take a breath, inhale, and exhale. Press as hard as you can in both directions. Good, we'll be here for 5 breaths. Inhale and exhale for 2. Inhale. Exhale for 3. Keep pressing. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale for 4. Maybe you start to shake. Inhale. Exhale for 5. Keep those hands there. Release the right hand and the left or the right leg out straight. So take a moment to inhale and then exhale, switching it out. Left arm long, left leg long. Keep pressing the right thigh and hand and exhale, switch it out. Good. Keep going here. Keep the belly engaged the whole time. Those transitions, bringing the legs and the arms back in. You're using your core to do that. Good. One more on each side. Nice. From here, hands can come back down to the mat. Reach your legs long. Connect the ankles. You can bend the legs. You can straighten them wherever you are. Take an inhale as you lower the legs without moving the hips. So the spine stays where it is. And then exhale, press the lower belly in towards the mat to bring the toes as close to your chest as you can. Inhale, lower down. And exhale, toes as close to your chest as you can. Keeping that whole lower back onto the mat as you lift the feet. Widening your sits bones, lengthen your spine here. Exhale. It's okay if there's a little space between your back and the mat, that's natural. Inhale. Keep breathing. Just a few more. Maybe you take it lower for a little bit more of a challenge. Keep squeezing those inner thighs together. Last one. We'll keep the toes high at the top. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling and lift your shoulders a little bit. Reach for those toes. Take a breath as you lower down. Keep going here. Good. Leading with your breath always. Releasing the hips if you find that there's any tension there. All of the work is in your core. We'll go for 4. 3. Last 2. Keep going, keep going. 1 more. Good. From here, open the arms above the head. Lower the legs down. So we're putting those 2 together. Inhale, open. And then exhale, lift as you reach. Good, just 3 more. Open, exhale, lift as you reach. Good. Last one. Okay, bring your legs back to tabletop, arms to a T, palms facing the mat. Bring your legs down so that the opposite hip comes off of your mat. And then exhale, squeeze the opposite hip back down. So you're exhale, breathing into that hip bone to just windmill your legs back and forth, really focusing on getting those obliques fired up here. If you want more of a challenge, you straighten the legs a little so they can be anywhere in between straight, 90 degrees, and tabletop. Almost there. Keep breathing. Last one. Bring those legs back to tabletop. Reach the feet out long. Reach the arms above your head. Take 1 more inhale. And exhale, start to roll up. So reach those fingertips forward. Roll all the way up. Let's cross over our legs. Come into your downward dog. Releasing the head, releasing the neck. Legs can be as bent as they need to be. Maybe you start to walk it out. from here, let's reach our right leg up towards the ceiling. Keep those hips closed for now. And then we'll exhale, right knee to right elbow, lifting as high as you can. Pull the knee towards the chest. And then three-legged dog. Take a breath. Exhale, right knee to left elbow, cross it over. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. And plant that right foot in between your hands. Keep the heel lift as you inhale. Low lunge, square the hips, right hip back, left hip forward. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Maybe the fingertips lift off of the mat to find even more core power as you lift the abs away from your leg. Good, and then place your hands back down onto the mat. We're going to replace the left foot where the right foot is. So we'll switch, lift and switch the legs. And go again, lift and switch. Exhale, press the feet down into the mat, lift your hips towards the ceiling. That's your power as you press to lift. One more, right foot lands in front. Good, release the back heel down, two heels in one line. Inhale up for your warrior one. Squaring those hips, left toes can be pointed as far forward as you need, as it feels comfortable to do so. Take a breath, shoulders relaxed. Clasp your hands behind your back. Inhale, open through your chest. Lift the hands away. Taking a moment here. Walk the left foot onto the left side of the mat. Reach your arms out for your warrior two. Good, right elbow comes to that right thigh for your side angle. Reach those fingertips up, maybe even open that arm. And bring it back. Opening the chest, you can look towards that hand and bring it back. Inhale, open, and bring it back. Good, take another breath here. Plant the right hand down on the inside of that leg. You're gonna step the right foot back to find your side plank. You can always come to a knee. Find your side plank, hold it here. Keep lifting your hips high, using those obliques that we warmed up. Take a breath and exhale. Stay here or start to bring that left knee, the top leg, in towards your chest. Woo. As you grab for those toes, just maybe. You can go a little further if you want. Straighten that leg, keep squaring the hips. Keep lifting, abs are in. Press out of the mat, take a breath. And then if you want, start to bend that leg. Bring it back over to find your low lunge to the front. Or you can bring the left hand down, find your plank, and then bring that left leg in. So two options here, okay? Whew, we're back in our low plank. Take a breath, lengthen your spine. Hands come down to the mat. We switch our feet. Switch. Breathe. Every time you exhale, it's from your core as you lift up off the floor. One more time, left foot landing in the front. Good. Whew. And then from here, back heel comes down. Inhale, warrior one. Widen your feet. If you need a little more balance, squeeze those inner thighs together and lift from the arches of your feet. Clasp the hands behind your back, open the chest, breathe. Walk the left toes to the right side, open up the arms, warrior two. Left elbow to that side, or to the left leg, reach the arm up towards the ceiling. Inhale as you open the chest and bring it back. Inhale, open, and bring it back. One more. Bring it back. Place the left hand on the inside of that foot, step back, find your side plank. Maybe that knee comes down. Find your side plank. Option here, picking the top leg up, toes to your two peace fingers. Maybe you stay here, maybe you start to extend the leg. Wherever you are, come back down towards your plank, finding your low lunge.
Yes, take an inhale. Exhale. Ground your hands, lift that bottom leg, switch, switch. So now the knees and the feet do not touch the floor. Switch, switch. Breathing, try to get those knees into your chest. Maybe go a little faster. Try to keep shoulders over hands. Breathe. Good. 3, 2, right knee stays in. Three-legged dog. Take a breath. Open the hip. Good. Square the hip. Right knee into your chest. Hold it here. Plant the left knee down, or foot down, for your low lunge. Take a breath. Plant that back heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Squeezing your inner thighs, zipping through the midline all the way up to your ribs. Breathe. Clasp the hands behind your back. Inhale, lift through your chest. Fold forward for your humble warrior. Chest is inside of that right leg. Keep squeezing the right leg against the body to find your midline and your power here. Release the head. Inhale, coming back through your warrior one, transitioning warrior two. Breathe. Good. Coming into your side angle. Maybe you take a bind this time or half bind. Good. From here, start to rock forward and back, reaching that right hand to your block or the floor. As you press forward, finding your half moon. So opening up the chest, reach the top arm towards the ceiling. Still focusing on that fire and the belly. So your balance comes from here, from your core. Good, take one more breath. And then bend that front leg, coming back into your side angle. Reach the bottom hand towards the mat, step back, find your side plank once again. Take a breath. And let's thread that top arm through, lifting the hips. And inhale back to side plank. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, lift. Again. Just one more. Reach, and then this time, reach that right foot out to your fallen triangle. Take a breath. You can stay here, squeezing those inner thighs, squeezing the abs, or lift the leg, lift that bottom leg, and lower. Exhale, lift, and lower. Keep opening through your chest. One more, lift, and then let's bend and just come down to a little sit. Whew, so let's shake the left leg. Forward and back, releasing that hip. Doesn't have to be big. And then let's walk the left foot in so it's touching the right thigh. Take an inhale, lift through your chest. Flex that right foot. Inhale, reach the left arm up and over as you keep rounding through that opposite hip bone towards the right toes. You can bring the hand inside of the thigh. So we can also use our core connection here as we press the elbow to the thigh and the thigh to the elbow. Good, inhale up and over. Turn your torso towards the right leg, maybe bring it a little more in. Lengthen your spine, head to big toe pose. So we can have a flat back. As you inhale, lengthen, then exhale if you want, round forward after you've lengthened your spine. Good, inhale with a flat back as you lift. Turn towards that left leg, towards the bottom of your mat. Swing the right leg back a little bit. Sway your hips off, finding your pigeon. comfortable for you. Good. Hands come back under your shoulders, ground into your mat. Flip the back toe so you can lift the front knee towards your chest. So we're coming into a plank. Lift that knee into your chest. Good. From here, we'll lower the left leg towards the mat and lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. One more. Lift and press back to your three-legged dog. Maybe you walk the fingers in a little bit, finding where you feel comfortable. And then start to really walk the hands in, even closer, 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 coming into your standing split. Relax your head. Press the top foot towards the ceiling as you keep squaring the hips. And then walk out to your three-legged dog once again. Take a breath in. And then exhale, come into your plank, bring the knee into your chest. Start those mountain climbers. Keep breathing. Maybe you take it slow, okay? Keep going. 3, 2, left leg stays in front. Lift. Whew. Plant the left foot in between your hands, low lunge. Beautiful. Back heel comes down, inhale, warrior one. Release your shoulders, maybe the arms are wide. Cross the hands behind your back. Open your chest. Humble warrior, fall forward. Keep lifting out of the mat as you round your spine. Good. Inhale, transitioning through your warrior one into your warrior two. Good, side angle, left elbow towards your thigh, reach your fingertips towards the ceiling. Maybe you take a bind. No one calls me.
Which leg?
Left leg. Good, from here, take a look at your left toes, reach your left fingertips forward. Press back and forth with that back foot until you come into your half moon. So pull that back leg in so your inner thighs are still gluing and zipping together. Flex to that foot for your length. Good, and then bend that front foot as you come back into your side angle. Left hand comes to the mat, stepping back to your side plank. From here, stay here or thread that top arm through, lifting up towards the ceiling. Good, inhale, keep breathing. Good, from here, reach that bottom leg through, fallen triangle. Stay here. Or exhale, lift that bottom leg, hold, and tap it down. We won't be here for long. One more. Good, release that down. Release your hips down to the mat. Rock that right leg back and forth, opening up that hip. Good, and then bring the right knee towards the left thigh. Inhale, ground through the right leg. Lift the right arm up and over. Take that left arm on the inside of that leg. Stretching to the right side. Good. Inhale, All the way up, turn your torso towards the left thigh. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, hinging from your hips, coming towards your toes. So you can take this as slow as you need. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, round forward if you want that option. Good. Flat back as you inhale, lift through your chest. Turn towards that right thigh, towards the front of your mat. Bring the left leg behind you. Square your hips. Lengthen through your chest. Good. Finding the level of your choice. Good. Bring your hands back to the mat underneath your shoulders. Flip the back toes. Ground into the ball of your foot. As you lift the front knee in towards your chest, finding this plank once again. Inhale, tap the knee. Exhale to lift as high as you can. Exhale as you lift. One more. Lift up high. Press back to three-legged dog. Maybe you walk the fingertips in a little bit. Take a breath. And then continue walking your hands towards your feet, standing split. Squaring the hip down. Release your head. Good. Walk those hands right back out to that three-legged dog. Release the right foot down, downward dog. Rock through your hips. Snake your spine forward, come into a plank, extended plank. Take a breath, abs to the ceiling. Release the left forearm down, release the right forearm down. Hold your forearm plank. So keep pulling the hands towards your feet and the feet towards your hands to zip everything in towards the center. Notice if your head is dropping, lift it back up, look at your fingertips. As much as you can, try to bring those hips in line with your shoulders. Keep breathing. Good, release the knees down. Inhale, lift through your chest, coming into a sphinx. So now we can really focus on stretching the abs out. Everything we just worked, try to let it sink into the mat. Lengthen through your spine to support your back. And then take your hands underneath your shoulders, press back into a child's pose. Breathe into your lower back. Let the belly sink towards the mat. Walk your fingertips towards the right side, grounding the hips. Take a big inhale into the left side of the body. Keep reaching and reaching. And walk the hands over towards the left side. Keep the hips in the center. Keep drawing the right hip back as you reach fingertips forward. Walk the hands back to the center and just inch your way back all the way down, laying onto the mat. Palms on top of each other. Rest your forehead down. Bend your legs. Windmill the legs back and forth, side to side. Good, let the legs come long. You can come back into your Sphinx. So bring the forearms back to the mat, elbows underneath their shoulders. Stay here to stretch or lengthen the spine forward. Or if you want, you're gonna bring your hands a little higher, or hands to the mat, lifting your chest. And let's rock our hips back and forth. So we're really stretching like the psoas, kind of deep core muscles. So really breathe and stretch, lengthen as you come to each side. Good, and we can come to the middle, really stretch even further here. Good, and then slowly release down. Bring your hands underneath your head, your forehead once again. Bring the toes to touch, let the heels fall out. We'll just stay here and breathe. Inhale, filling your belly as you lift, or as you inhale, your belly fills, you lift away from your mat. And then exhale, you get a little closer to your mat. Just paying attention to this for a moment. Every time you exhale, really try to release, relax that core. And you can stay here as long as you'd like. And when you're ready, come over into your Shavasana. So we'll just flip all the way around, coming into your back. Just rolling around, releasing. Roll your shoulders down, open through your chest. Bend the legs into your chest, or feet are onto the mat. And then just lengthen your belly out, or lengthen the spine. So pull the hips lower onto your mat. And then lengthen the legs. And then if you would like to be guided out, go ahead and roll towards your favorite side and slowly press yourself up to sit. Go ahead and cross over your legs. Or sit nice and tall, however you're comfortable. Take a moment here. Finding your long spine sitting. Your supported core is helping this. Inhale. Exhale, exhale. One more inhale. Long exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, bring the arms above your head. Exhale, hands to heart center in prayer. The light in me bows to the
bows to the divine light in you. Namaste.